All right, so there's a new member on your team. This one's different. It's brilliant, it never sleeps, and frankly, it's making some of your best people a little nervous. Yep, we're talking about AI. And in this explainer, we're going to break down how you, as a leader, can handle the human side of this whole new world.
And listen, this isn't some what-if scenario for the future. No, this is the question you should be asking yourself right now. Why? Because AI tools aren't coming, they're already here, and they are changing the game every single day.
Okay, so let's get on the same page about the problem here. This new AI reality. You know, AI isn't science fiction anymore. It's basically an active and, a lot of the time, invisible member of the team. And just that fact alone, it's stirring up a whole lot of uncertainty.
And look, we're way past AI just handling the boring, repetitive stuff. I mean, now it's drafting reports, it's analyzing complex data, it's even writing code. So when AI jumps into these jobs that we always thought were uniquely human, well, that's where the real anxiety starts to bubble up.
So, where is all this unease coming from, really? Is it just a vague feeling in the air, or is there something more concrete behind it? Let's actually dig into the numbers and see just how big this challenge is.
Okay, get ready for this number. 375 million. That's what McKinsey thinks, the number of people who might have to totally switch careers by 2030 because of automation. We're not talking about a few jobs here and there. We're talking about entire career paths just changing right under our feet. So yeah, you can see why that would cause some serious anxiety.
And that anxiety, it's not just some abstract fear of the future. It's super specific. Look at this. Over a third of the workforce is genuinely afraid that AI is going to replace them in their job. That's not a small group of worried people. That's a huge chunk of your team feeling this way right now. So this fear, it doesn't just come out of nowhere. It's actually rooted in 4 key things. And here's the good news. They're all things we can fix. People feel like they don't understand the tech. They're obviously worried about their jobs. They feel left out of the big decisions, and they're not getting the training they need to keep up. See a pattern here?
All right, so we've laid out the problem, we know what's causing the anxiety. Now for the good part, the solution. What we need is a straightforward, actionable playbook, a guide to creating a workplace where AI fits in, but people always come first.
And here's the absolute key to all of this. Getting AI right isn't a technology challenge, it's a people challenge. So, this 5-step strategy, this is your playbook. First, you've got to foster those human connections. Make sure everyone feels like they belong. Then, you bridge the gaps between your tech experts and everyone else. Next, you train people for what's coming, not for the job they had yesterday. And this one is huge. You have to celebrate what only humans can do. And finally, you've got to be totally, radically transparent about the whole process.
You know, let's double-click on one of those steps, because it is so important. I'm talking about the idea of actively celebrating what makes your people, well, human. What makes them valuable in a way a machine just can't be.
I love this because it just hits the nail on the head, right? While AI is off crunching numbers and processing data, we have to make a real point of rewarding the stuff machines can't touch. You know, things like creativity, big picture thinking, and real empathy. When you do that, you're sending a powerful message. We're not asking you to compete with AI, we're asking you to work with it.
Okay, and that last piece of the playbook we mentioned? Transparency. And let's be clear, this is not about sending out one memo and calling it a day. No way. This is about having a real, ongoing conversation. You have to be open about your AI plans, about how roles might change, and, this is critical, you have to give people a real way to ask questions and share their concerns. That's it. That's how you build the trust you absolutely need to get through this.
So, you do all this, you put in the work, what's the payoff at the end of the day? Why go through all the trouble of putting people first when you're adopting AI? Here's the bottom line, and it's really simple. Leading with empathy here, it isn't just a fluffy, nice-to-have thing. It's not just about morale. It is a straight-up, strategic investment in the future of your company. It creates a culture that can bounce back from anything, that can adapt, and that can innovate. It builds a place where your people and your tech can actually succeed, together.
Look, when you use these strategies, you stop just reacting to change, you start actually shaping the future. A future where people and machines team up to do some incredible things. The future of work isn't coming, it's here. So the only real question left is, how are you going to lead it?